It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Beth.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see Brooklyn and the Miami Heat. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. A-Train is out there with the Beast. And it's Rain Man, and it's Cowboy, and it's Peterson. In at the 2 spot.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
No good from Bosh. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Rain Man. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Clock gets the pass to Whiteside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Miami has possession following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Wade from outside. Here's A-Train. He's covered by Dang. Chapman the pass to the Beast. Here's Ross, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir. plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Here's Wade. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Flash is checked in for the Beast. Dragic kicks to Wade. 5 on the clock. The dish to Bosh. The 9-foot shot. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Dragic kicks to Wade. The 11-footer. Here's Whiteside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade.
Pretty pass. Passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Here is Kersey after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Pass to Hunter. To the paint. It's stolen by Stoudemire. An even 3-on-3 break. The shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Kersey with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Takes the three. That's good. Kersey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Johnson dishes to Dragic. Passes it to Stoudemire. Here's the screen. Johnson, the pass to Winslow. 6 to shoot. The feed to Stoudemire. Jay. Stoudemire's got his first 2 points.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. The shot is off. Dragic with some nice D. Johnson. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, the love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got A-Train. Cowboy is out there with the Beast. Then it's D, and it's Rain Man in at the 1 spot. Ross with a screen on Richardson. Ross, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Ross has got his second basket of the night. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Richardson, good. Richardson's got his first 2 points of the night. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Pass to Bosh. Wade on the wing. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 1.
We saw Chris Bosh really ramp it up with the 3-ball last season. I mean, we frequently see vets do that. LaMarcus Aldridge is a recent example. Extending your range is a great way to keep playing at a high level, especially as you enter your 30s.
Dang attacking. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And it's a 3-point Heat lead. Here's Rain Man, and he goes in for the dunk.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Dragic in for Richardson. And then for Brooklyn, Flash comes in for the Beast, and Hunter subbed in for Rain Man. Right side, Dragic kicks it to Bosh. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Bosh. Some changes for Brooklyn. Vucevic comes in for Ross, and Kersey subbed in for D. He doesn't get the second one. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front court. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
The tray. No luck. Dragic with some nice D.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, He seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And talking about Vucevic's development last season, he's also had the highest assist average of his career. He's a good decision maker on the floor, knows when to take it himself, and knows when to kick it to cutters and spot up shooters. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And then for Brooklyn, Smooth checked in for the A-Train. And it's Oladipo in for Kirsten. Good.
You know, and getting back to Vucevic, I mean, he's at an age where he may only get better. Averaged nearly 20 points a game last year after averaging only 14 the year before. That was an incredible leap in production, and I think it's one that will continue.
Well, Heat leading by 4. Now Dragic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Dragic has got 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Dishes to Wade. Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Now here's Dragic. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow wide open. He fires, and it's off from three-point range. Oladipo for 3, and yes, sir, that one drops. Oladipo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. Vucevic with the block. Here's Sullivan. Feeds it to Oladipo. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Oladipo against Dragic. Oladipo misses. Wade. Oh, he hits it. Oh, how about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you get.
And so we wrap up
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny. It was a big-time first quarter from Hassan Whiteside. He had 8 points and 3 rebounds. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
I love the way they took care of the basketball. They displayed good patience, strong decision-making, sharp passing, all of it. This is why coaches say, make the...
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Give it up for your Heat. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Peterson. That's good from 17 feet away. Peterson's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Brooklyn. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Wade with it. He has 7. Inside. Whiteside. It's deflected. The pass to Chapman. Plenty of space. Chris Bosh with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Wade dishes to Dragic. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know, it's way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
And Whiteside sends it back. They get it back. They shoot again. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. A-Train's got his first points of the game. For Miami, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And he gets it to go. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there, Greg, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years. But he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Amare Stoudemire is checked in for Miami. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kersey's checked in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Greg, you brought up the topic of Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talented.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play
Great
a
credit
different
to
way.
him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Rain Man. The Beast passes to Peterson. Here's Rain Man. Puts up a 3. The dish now to Ross. Pass to Kersey. From downtown. Shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Deng kicks to Dragic. Rebound, Brooklyn. The Beast's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Winslow's checked in for the Heat. Flash is checked in for Brooklyn. Smooth comes in for D.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Rain Man passes to the Beast, and that one's good. The Beast's got his first bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. And then for Brooklyn, Vucevic comes in for the Beast, and Hunter subbed in for Rain Man. It's stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes both free throws. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Dragic against Kersey. Dragic dishes to Stoudemire, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Sullivan.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Joe Johnson. Last season's performance for him. He was around 14 points a game last year. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Stoudemire, the screen. Stoudemire setting the pick for Johnson. Back to Dragic. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. It's tipped. Here's Stoudemire. Soft touch off the glass. Stoudemire's got 6 points. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire.
Hassan Whiteside.
Here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 4 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Chapman. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Brooklyn trailing. So for Brooklyn now, main man is out there with D. Then there's A-Train, then it's the Beast, and it's Ross in at the 5, roaming the paint. Rolling. And that one's drained from the low block. The Beasts got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn. Now here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. And it's Whiteside off the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Heat.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Lets it go from 14.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, but over a full game, I like their energy, and if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch.
Here's Whiteside, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's 12 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High-energy point guard, a lot like he's speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And, Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three or just taking it to the rack himself.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
And it's Deng with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Bosch passes to Wade. Looking to get it going. Deng gets a wide open look. Another miss by Deng.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on D. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks.
Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Rain Man's got his third rebound tonight.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Stoudemire. Then kicks to Stoudemire. Looking to end the drought, and it's blocked. Here's Chapman. But they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball right waiting for him.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Wade kicks to Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. Deng can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense seems completely
That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder. He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
There's the pick. It's good from long range. 15 points for D.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Brooklyn.
Right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Rain Man. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Kersey against Johnson. Kersey misses.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
It's the first that brings them to within 10. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Shot and game clock separated by 5, and that one's good.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Here's Johnson. Again, the miss by the Heat.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Picked by Vucevic. It's stolen by Johnson. Up the floor. And then Johnson with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
There was nothing they could do to slow him down.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal,